fun game to watch.
Time for us to go viral. Oklahoma City's Steven Adams is averaging a career high in points, rebounds, and assists, and it might be his diet, powering his success. Take a look.
We put Oklahoma City pro basketball player Steven Adams on the back of a pickup truck and asked him to tell us his favorite meal.
Man, I eat people all the time. Like, I eat smashed steaks, like, you know, all the bloody time, mate.
Packed with protein while providing other essential nutrients like zinc, iron, and B vitamins. Beef gives your body everything it needs to perform at a high level.
I just smash them because they taste really good.
So be like Steven Adams and smash steaks.
Beef, it's what's for dinner.
How small does that ball look?
That is
so big.
First of all, that's great. Why does he smash steaks? Because they taste really good.
They taste really good.
That is, Steven Adams is one of the treats of the league. And also, that is the beef, it's what's for dinner campaign. I'm glad it's coming back.
Yeah,
I'm glad. It was big in my youth. I feel like it's been gone a little bit. That music, it's a little nostalgic. What up, Steve?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something else with nutrition, a different way for you. It kind of threw me off and everything.
I thought, you know, because people
thought it'd be in your lane.
I thought you were going to have a problem with him saying he smashed it, and he was like, oh, you can't say that.
No.
Yeah, okay.
You can say that. I might
add
all the
that.
time. I smash steaks, you know. That's what
he was saying?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
I literally had steak for lunch and dinner last night.
I am not
That's
surprised.
A true story.
I am not surprised. I haven't had steak since I'm
It was rare.
Rare, of course.
God, I tried telling my boy
He eats
Johnny.
it practically raw, Nick.
Barely take the hair off of it.
Yeah,
Put some
still
heat on.
bleeding.
We're not going in a good place. We need to turn around.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Time for stories to start your morning. Turns out James Harden's recent incredible run is quite sustainable. Last night, he dropped 57 in a win over the Grizzlies.
No, she wasn't wrong. 57.
57. Soon, Nick will tell us how many 30-point games in a row that is. But the Rockets also dealt a bit of bad news on the injury front. Clint Capella, he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with a thumb injury. Nick, can Harden carry the Rockets without Capella in the lineup?
I mean, at this point, how could you doubt him? He's done it without Chris Paul, and he's just upped his play. Now he's without the best defensive player on a team, a guy who he clearly has developed a great rapport with on that pick and roll, the little soft alley-oop. I'm not going to doubt Harden. Now, are they going to continue to win more than they lose? I'm not sure, but can they play 500 basketball in this 4 to 6 week stretch? They got a guy right now playing better than anyone in the league by far. At 57, and we're not shocked, see? This is remarkable what Harden's doing. I'm not going to doubt James Harden.
I saw it on the ticker that he had 32, and I was like, what? It's before halftime? Oh, then I had to turn it on. Like, yeah, James Harden's doing James Harden type things. Capella, it's hard to replace him, Jenna. Averaging a career high in points and in rebounds. And James Harden is playing for like a man from outer space. I believe that the injuries bring him back down. And if it was the Big Three tournament, yeah, there's only 3 guys on the court. I'm cool with it, but man, he's got potentially 2 All-Stars out of the lineup.
If he can, he will lock up his 2nd straight MVP. He's already the leader right now.
Yeah, now he's got the storyline for that.
Absolutely right.
All right, to college now. Despite 35 points at Zion Williamson, #1 Duke lost to unranked Syracuse. This in overtime. It's the first time they've lost as the top-ranked team at home to an unranked opponent under Coach Krzyzewski. See, what was your biggest takeaway from this game?
Man, Syracuse, they made shots. They made shots. Now, we knew coming into the game that Duke was minus one of their top young players running the story. And then their point guard gets hurt, and they're a totally different team without having him in the lineup. But great win for Syracuse, but also good test for Duke. Young players stepping up. And as we get towards the tournament, this will be one of the good tests that the Duke team will say, yeah, we were shorthanded, and Syracuse, we did lose at home, but I believe it will help them out in the long run.
So, listen, Syracuse had just come off a loss to Georgia Tech. They were probably on very early outside of the tournament bubble. So this is a great win, and a win that if they can just maintain will be their signature win of the season. Duke comes to the Dome February 24th, I believe, and so they'll get a chance to get them back. But see, I got to tell you, you made me smile yesterday. Right when this game ended, sending out a tweet saying this is going to be a good week for your boy Nick Wright. I appreciated that. Chiefs got first home playoff win in quarter century. My alma mater beats Duke.
Jenna taught me this. Everyone's from somewhere. Nick's from Kansas City and Syracuse. I mean, he don't have no degree. I haven't seen any paperwork from Syracuse, but he said he went there.
To the NFL now. Kareem Hunt is still without a team after being cut by the Chiefs. In their end-of-season press conference, the Chicago Bears did not rule out the possibility of signing Hunt, who Coach Matt Nagy called a really good kid. Nagy's Kansas City's offensive coordinator for Hunt's rookie season. See, what do you make of this?
This is what it takes. It takes someone, when you have the record that Kareem Hunt, and we don't know what's going to be uncovered in their investigation, you need someone who knew you before. And Matt Nagy, his history there in Kansas City, his experience with him as a rookie, that would open the door for the opportunity. I do believe that with the proper amount of rehab and with some type of penalty from the league, he should be back playing in the league. And I believe that Chicago is one of the likely spots because of that intel that Nagy has with Kareem as a rookie, Nick.
And all off-the-field incidents are not created equal. And I think it should be noted that Kareem Hunt seems to have an anger management problem, and potentially, because there were some other incidents that are not involving a woman, potentially a problem with alcohol. He does not, in everything I've read and from people talking to him, fit the profile of a guy that has engaged in domestic abuse. And I think that's one of the reasons a team might take a chance on him.
Finally, Kyler Murray declared for the NFL draft yesterday. While this doesn't close the door on his baseball future, he does keep his options open. All right, CC, what do you make of this?
He should keep his options open. The thing that I would be afraid of if I had his size, because pro sports, it's about size, speed, power. And if you don't have those things, you have to have something else, some type of uniqueness that would make it. Why are they going to play you? Why do they need your skill level? Now, baseball, we've had this argument for a long time. Man, if I could play any sport professionally, I would play baseball. Well, we got a guy that has the potential to be a first-rounder in the NFL and a first-rounder in Major League Baseball, and those two, they've never been done before. And what we saw with Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders is different. Bo Jackson is a running back, and there's no skill set that's more transferable to higher level playing, high school to college, college to pro, than being a running back. Because you can toss them the ball, hand them the ball, and because their skill set, they can adapt without a lot of practice. Deion Sanders, you don't need a lot of practice for, I got that cat.
Right, cat
and if
corner.
that cat goes over there, I got that cat. So you don't need a lot of practice. Being the quarterback, being the face of a franchise, developing as a passer, you need to be there in the building on a regular basis. So for me, I think I would lean towards him playing baseball because we've never seen someone at his height be successful in the NFL. Now, Mel Kiper, I believe in Mel Kiper as a draft evaluator more than anyone else. And Mel Kiper says he's the most unique prospect that he's ever seen. So that uniqueness, I could understand why a team would take a chance and make him a first-round pick.
Yeah, but unique is not always a complimentary term. So sometimes you're unique just because there's never been anyone like you that's not intrinsically good. Sometimes Jenna's unique in a great way.
Oh,
there you go, Jenna Wolf. But he's unique because Doug Flutie's the only comp. And listen, Doug Flutie was a great story, but was not a great NFL player. Like that, Doug Flutie had one season as a full-time starter, one quality season as a full-time starter. Yes, you were there.
I covered it.
19 touchdowns, 16 picks. The other season he had a chance as a full-time starter with the San Diego Chargers in 01, 15 touchdowns, 18 picks. He was the best he could be in the NFL, was okay. And that's my concern. Even if Kyler's much better than him, the University of Oklahoma released yesterday. I don't know why everyone's saying he's 5'8". We measured him this offseason. He's 5'9" in socks. Okay. So you will be the shortest quarterback in the NFL and the shortest in league history not named Doug Flutie. That is a major, major concern.
When we started this season and throughout most of this season, the thinking and the assumption was that he was going to go play baseball. The A's signed him. It was baseball, baseball, baseball. Then he finishes out the season, plays in the Orange Bowl.
Right,
and all of a
wins the Heisman Trophy.
Wins the Heisman Trophy. And suddenly it's, well, maybe I'll keep my options open for football. What do you think changed his mind? Was it that he felt he got better as the season went on?
What I've been hearing behind the scenes, and I got a lot of respect for his dad. His dad was a big-time talent. I thought should have been even a better pro. Great college player at Texas A&M. We played him. Ohio State played him in the Cotton Bowl. So based on his dad's background, I thought that he would have a love for football. But based on Kyler, what he's telling people is he's good at baseball, but he loves football. That's the reason why, because he played college football after being drafted. He told them, I'm going to play in college football. So he did that, and he went out and won the Heisman Trophy. So to me, if the intangible part is, what does the kid want to do? And if you can be a pro in either one, if the kid favors one sport over the other one, that's the one typically they're going to play. Now, what I think is more favorable for him at this point in the NFL, more than any other point, we just got 8 new coaches, and I'm just going to tell you, we are getting ready to see more Saturday football on Sunday in the NFL. So now would be the time to have someone.
This is the only time in NFL history, to me, he would even be considered a possible first-round pick. Like, I mean, look back to Charlie Ward. Now, I understand Charlie Ward wasn't quite the athlete that he was. Yes. Charlie Ward won the Heisman, said, I got to go play basketball. No one's even going to give me a shot playing quarterback. So, no, this is the time to do it. If he were 2 inches taller, but he's not. So I think he's going to end up a baseball player.
Yeah, Mel Kiper said if he was 3 inches tall, he'd be the first pick in the draft. Now, not only the influx of college and what they're doing in the pros, but the rules in the NFL.
Sure.
Now there's not a better time for a small guy to play because the game is less physical.
So easy, just some lifts in your cleats and you're 3 inches
Hard to
taller.
run like that.
I think Tom Cruise does that. Hey.